After the dark alcoholism drama of The Lost Weekend, the Oscars returned to the aftermath of the Second World War. The Best Years of Our Lives was directed by William Wyler, who had previously won Best Picture with Mrs. Miniver. The film follows three American soldiers returning home after the war, each struggling to readjust to civilian life in different ways. Al, played by Fredric March, returns to find that his children have grown up while he was away, and his experiences in the war have left him with a drinking problem. Fred, played by Dana Andrews, suffers from shell shock and regrets a rushed marriage he entered before leaving for war. And Homer, played by Harold Russell, who lost both of his hands during the war and now struggles with how people treat him after returning home. What makes Homer's story even more powerful is that Harold Russell wasn't really an actor. He was an actual war veteran who had genuinely lost both of his hands. What makes The Best Years of Our Lives work so well is how much you end up caring about these characters. Their interactions and relationships feel very genuine, and the film does a great job showing how differently each man responds to returning home. It's a fairly small-scale story, but it speaks to a much larger issue in a very effective way. It's sad watching these men return home as heroes, only to struggle fitting back into society. Fred can't get a decent job, Al feels disconnected from his family, and everyone treats Homer with pity without really considering how he feels himself. The only real comfort they find is with each other, and it leads to some very heartwarming scenes. The performances are excellent across the board, especially Harold Russell, whose performance feels incredibly natural and sincere. And the film really sticks the landing, with a satisfying and emotional ending. But it definitely feels its length. The pacing can become pretty slow at times. The visuals are also fairly plain compared to some of the more visually striking Best Picture winners around this period. But even with those flaws, when the film works, it really works. It won 7 competitive Oscars: Best Picture, Best Director for William Wyler, Best Actor for Fredric March, Best Supporting Actor for Harold Russell, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Original Score, and Best Film Editing. Harold Russell also received an honorary Oscar, making him the only person ever to win 2 Oscars for the same performance. The Best Years of Our Lives is widely regarded as one of the greatest films about the aftermath of war and the struggles veterans face returning home. Its themes of trauma, isolation, and reintegration still feel relevant decades later, and I'll give it 4 stars. It's a heartfelt and emotionally honest film that earns its reputation, even if its pacing can make it a difficult watch at times.